Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today for our webinar. I'm Olivia, the Communications Manager here at Houzz. For today's session, we'll talk about the top tips to get high quality clients and projects and how to better understand and adjust your pitch according to your client's needs. We'll go through the most common reasons why homeowners choose to renovate and how you can ask the right questions to deliver a proposal that resonates with potential clients, and also how to follow up after you deliver a proposal. Just for a little housekeeping before we begin, this webinar is pre-recorded. You can listen whenever it works for you and come back to it as many times as you want. If you have any questions, please send them through to aucommunity@houzz.com and we'll get back to you as quickly as possible. In this webinar, we'll share insights around what commonly motivates renovating homeowners and examine trends around how homeowners use their living spaces today. Then we'll talk about how you, as a home professional, can leverage this information to develop a robust client questionnaire so that you can deliver a customized proposal that responds directly to your decision makers' needs and taps into their emotions. In the last part, we'll give you some tips to build a strong follow-up strategy on a proposal and to keep clients engaged during the sales project. So understanding what commonly motivates homeowners to take on a home renovation project can help you deliver more productive, tailored conversations with new clients and potentially close more deals. Research shows that there are a variety of common motivations among homeowners today that you should be aware of. Understanding why they want to do it, not just what they want to do, can give you an edge when it comes to crafting your proposal. So let's start by exploring some results from our Houzz and Home study. So here are the top 5 reasons for starting renovations by year and by age. So time and budget are key drivers. 37% of those who renovated stated that they wanted to do it all along and finally had the time. Similarly, 34% that they at last had the financial means to take on a project. A quarter of homeowners we asked also told us that they renovated because they just moved into a new home, while others were looking to adapt their property to meet changes in their lifestyle or family. Lastly, 15% said it was to address damage due to home age. So in previous webinars, we've talked about how to get prospective clients to call you back. If you've missed our previous webinars, we'll make sure to link them in the description of this video. So it's all about responsiveness, persistence, and a really good contact strategy. So the great news is, they've called you back and it's time to sell. So you're selling your services, talent, experience, and most importantly, your ability to connect with these homeowners. The following techniques can help make sure that once you've got the proverbial foot in the door, you have an opportunity to present your proposal. So establish a good rapport and speak their language. Talk to them about their needs, values and preferences. By focusing your attention on your client's objectives, you have an opportunity to connect with them, and this helps with them believe that you have their best interests in mind. Next, prepare a well-conceived, structured pitch that also introduces the client to some out-of-the-box ideas. Home renovation experts recommend the following 7-step plan. So reiterate what you believe is most relevant to your homeowners, and that may be design, function, materials, or cost. Then state the conclusion that you've reached. When you make your recommendation, be as articulate as possible. When presenting a proposal, less is often more. Then communicate how your recommendation is captured in the design, and this is also a great opportunity to gradually introduce bolder design elements into the conversation. Show the benefits of your specific ideas and clearly explain your recommendation. Afterwards, state the takeaway for your client, and then finally restate the objectives of your proposal and finish the presentation. The last point, engage persuasive selling techniques. Okay, so you've engaged the client, they're on board with the project, and now you're really diving into the design. At this point, you're probably also getting a feel for the type of client that you're working with. So understanding the core reason for a homeowner's interest in renovating can prompt you to focus on a specific line of questioning, which can demonstrate both your expertise and high level of engagement in their project. For example, for clients who waited to have the funds, want to customise a new home, or want to increase home value before a sale, they'll likely have a budget in mind and may be more cost conscious. Ask them about what they allocated to spend, why they are taking on the project now, and what they hope to achieve so you can help manage their expectations. And then for clients who are looking to address damage, or they may not be thinking beyond repairing what exists. So asking them questions about how they use the space can help identify other opportunities to improve the function and design of their home, which may encourage the homeowner to envision a potentially larger project. Clients who are renovating to accommodate a change in lifestyle could have a variety of different needs. Homeowners are staying in their homes for longer, whether for financial, social, or logistical reasons, or the size of their family is changing through marriage, separation, having more children, etc. So the more you can learn about your potential clients, the better equipped you can be to develop a tailored proposal that resonates well with the primary decision makers of the home. For these homeowners, it may be more relevant to focus on questions such as how do they need the space to function today, and how might that change in future? So let's have a look at the trend of how homeowners use their space. People tend to stay in their home for longer and prefer to renovate rather than buying a new home. As homeowners consider whether to renovate their current home or to purchase a new home, the top two considerations for renovating are to stay in their current home or area, outranking a return on investment. So wanting to stay in the current home is the biggest decision driver for baby boomers and Gen Xers, whereas millennials chose to stay in their current home and renovate because it was more affordable than moving. Baby boomers and Gen Xers combined represent over 3/4 of the renovation activity in Australia at a median spend of $21,000 and $23,000 respectively. So these graphs represent what homeowners prioritise during a renovation project, as indicated by respondents who renovated their main residence. So the top priority is to improve design, then comes to improve functionality, and then increase resale value. We've got 43% that give importance to increasing energy efficiency with the renovation, and then lastly, minimising costs of improvements. Some of the challenges that we've got here, so 35%, the biggest was to find the right service provider, and for 34%, finding the right products and materials, and then for 32% was to respect the initial budget, was their biggest challenge. If you understand what the homeowner wants from their existing spaces, this can lead to more targeted questions. So first, be sure to ask, why did you decide to renovate? After they respond, ask related, open-ended follow-up questions. We'll offer more suggestions of specific questions to ask later in this webinar, but be sure to ask questions about how homeowners live in their home, what works for them now, and what does not work for them now. What are some of their must-have features that they're looking for, and how big of a concern is resale value to them? As people plan to stay in their home for longer, there are also opportunities to present long-term solutions with function and accessibility in mind. If you're not already familiar, it may help you present better solutions if you can educate yourself on popular trends in universal design, such as low or no threshold entryways and showers, grab bars, shower seats, touch or proximity controlled taps, pull-out shelving, lever door handles, wider doors and hallways, non-slip flooring, and motion sensing light switches so that you can discuss this with them on the spot. Now we'll focus on another important topic. How many decision makers are involved and who are they? So we'll have a look at how multi-generational living may impact the questions that you ask and the projects that you take on. So multi-generational housing is increasing. This is primarily driven by millennials that are still living with parents, and also the need to support older family members that are living longer. So with more people living in one house, homeowners may have a need for new features such as separate entrances, dual master bedrooms, dedicated bathroom for separate living space, individual temperature controls, or perhaps an accessory dwelling on the same site but not attached to the house. Particularly in these types of projects, you may be working with multiple decision makers, each with a unique set of requirements. And in addition to properly identifying who the decision makers are, there are also opportunities to incorporate consensus-based selling techniques into your process. So for example, ask each decision maker to complete a questionnaire or interview them separately as well as together. Identify where they have a shared or common goal and focus on that point of consensus in your proposal. And then instead of emphasizing why you offer the best solution, help your decision makers work together and to establish common ground. Show them that you can help them work together on this project. If you want to know more about how to work with multiple decision makers, you can download our handout. You can find the link in the description. New client questionnaires are an effective communication tool during the vetting, proposal, and closing phases of projects. Not only can they help you get to know each homeowner, but it can also serve as a screening tool to identify those who are serious about hiring. Most importantly, your questionnaire can help you capture relevant information that you can then use to understand their motivations for renovating, which you can also use to help you give a competitive advantage in your sales process. So a house professional, Erica Price of Blocks Construction, says, we have a client questionnaire on our website, which helps us gauge where potential clients are in the process and sometimes even helps them come to a better grasp of what they're looking for. It's a good starting point for a conversation. We find that for this initial form, input from one person is sufficient. We'll use face-to-face meetings to understand each decision maker's individual wants and needs on a project. So facts like the client's budget and scope are important to gather, but insufficient for gaining a deeper understanding of the homeowner's motivation for renovating. For an effective questionnaire, pros across the country who specialise in home design and renovation ask questions that really get to that why. Consider adding a few of the following inquiries to your new client questionnaire to help you deliver a more targeted proposal. So first of all, we'll start with general questions such as, why do you want to renovate? Why did you decide to move forward with this project now? What are you looking to accomplish with this project and what would make it successful in your eyes? Next, we'll cover some questions about who lives in the home. So you can state, please provide the names and ages of the members of your household. Do they have any specific needs for space, work, or study? Do you anticipate changes for any household members in the next 2 to 3 years, such as university, retirement, additional family members? And we'll dive now into how the family lives and uses the home, such as, where do you and your family spend most of your time? What leisure activities are important? Do they take place inside the home or outside? What work activities are important, and do you have any specific requirements for a home office? We'll look now at the design-oriented questions, and even if they are design-oriented, they can also be adjusted and can fit all pro categories. So these are, what are your design priorities? Achieving a more stylish or beautiful appearance for the home, improving the function of the home, those kind of questions. What home furnishing stores best reflect your personal taste? What's your favorite room in the house and why? Next, we'll explore some questions pertaining to specific areas of the house, with the first being exterior. So what outdoor activities do you enjoy? Entertaining, reading, relaxing, hot tubs, pools, outdoor cooking and dining, sports as well. What time of day are you most likely to use your outdoor space? Do you have specific needs for pets in your household who also use the outdoor space? Do you have any particular concerns such as allergies, noise, security, water, erosion, drainage, or even pest problems? Since kitchens are a major renovation project, here are some questions for pros who might be taking on a kitchen renovation. So, is the kitchen a socialising space? What time of day is your kitchen most frequently used? Do you have any furniture that you want in your kitchen? Does the primary cook have any cooking hobbies, specialty cooking preferences? What type of specialized storage is desired? What small specialty electrical appliances do you use in your kitchen? And for our last set of questions, we'll list some things to ask when taking on a bathroom renovation. So how many bathrooms are in the home? Who will use the bathrooms being renovated? So names, ages, height, any physical limitations. Will more than one person be using the bathroom at the same time? So please keep in mind that all these questionnaires are included in a free downloadable handout in the description and also in the email that we're sending you for this webinar. So now you've gathered all the information you need and you're ready to deliver your proposal. After you do, it's really important to have a good follow-up strategy. We'll conclude with the best tips to keep clients engaged during the sales process. So to get a high quality client and project, sales strategists recommend following up with emails on a proposal at least 3 times at intervals of approximately 7 to 10 business days, depending on the project scope and level of engagement. So, for example, email 1, send a thank you with notes about what was discussed regarding the project. If you haven't provided an estimate, let the homeowner know when they can expect it. Email 2, follow up on an action item such as signing a contract or scheduling another conversation. Include something of value as well that's relevant to the homeowner. Email 3, create a sense of urgency with a question and again, share something that your homeowner may find valuable. Follow these recommended best practices for both length and content. So avoid standard sales greetings and lead with something that's more relevant to the homeowner. Add value by demonstrating that you heard their needs and you understand their concerns. Include 1 to 3 questions in your email. Keep emails between 50 to 125 words long, and subject lines should only be between 3 to 4 words. So let's say your homeowner remains unresponsive despite your efforts to follow up and add value. Nurturing prospects is a common practice for small businesses and big industries alike. In fact, research shows that 74% of top performing companies use a lead nurturing strategy, and a big reason for that is that leads in general will buy within 18 to 24 months. If the homeowner isn't ready to make a decision yet, implement a nurture strategy that keeps your business top of mind and helps them establish trust. So this can include approaches such as adding prospects to your mailing list for newsletters and promotions, sending periodic group emails with information about your recent projects or trends in your industry, anything really that homeowners are going to find valuable. Inviting prospects to events or engagements where you may attend or exhibit or that you just think might be of interest to them. The goal with nurturing is to remind projects about your business, services and expertise, increase awareness and educate them about your brand, and provide value in a way that doesn't really feel like a sales pitch. Studies show that on average, prospects receive 10 touches from the time they are considered a qualified prospect to the time they have become a sold customer. So the last topic before we do wrap up this session, I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about our all-inclusive dedicated portal that is available to all of our professionals on Houzz. It's called Houzz Pro. So this all-in-one platform will help you have a better understanding when it comes to managing inquiries, understanding the performance of your profile, and building your online presence, all in one place. You can get access to your profile at pro.houzz.com.au. I like to make sure to just touch briefly on it just because it has so many great features that allow you to take full advantage of the Houzz platform, going beyond what you get with a free profile. So you can streamline your work, attract the right clients, manage your project, elevate your services, and turn leads into clients. So Houzz Pro really is a dedicated portal that has 2 main areas where you can find everything you need. So you've got the grow and the manage section. So the Houzz team will help you grow your business with our local advertising and marketing solutions. We'll help you build your brand, expand your online presence, get more leads, and manage your website. With these new features, you can view general activity on your profile from homeowners. You have quick access to any messages and also see stories that are relevant to you. You have an instant look at how your brand is showcasing online. You can have your website built through Houzz and you can look and edit it and see your domain name. You can be directed to help articles on buttons and badges, how-to video, tutorials, stickers, signs and branding material, Houzz data, even local events, and also the Photographers Network. So the CRM tool is available to help you have a better experience when it comes to managing inquiries. So at the top of the CRM tool, you have the options to view your potential clients based on lead, phase, or stage. All leads are sorted into 5 categories, so current, for review, follow-up, meeting, and estimate. When you click on a lead's name, you can view their details. You can send messages, write notes, upload files, and manage estimates, schedule meetings, and even share calendars. This is the cool part. The 3D planner offers the ability to plan any room and do a 3D walkthrough. It's a visual design tool that can bring your ideas to life. So click the walkthrough button for an immersive 360 view of the space, or click on the dollhouse to view another perspective. With mood boards, pros can better communicate their vision and brainstorm creative ideas. Mood boards are also a great way for you to collaborate with your clients. So if you're interested in learning more, you can send an email to aucommunity@houzz.com. The email address is on the screen, and we'll make sure that you get connected with someone from our team. Also, we would love to get your feedback on this webinar topic and presentation. Let us know if you found it useful and if it offered information that you can apply to your business. And if there's any other topics you would like to suggest, just send it through to the email on your screen. But that is the end of the webinar for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at our next webinar.